to me.
Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
Welcome to the Mary Goulet Show, cultivating a rich interior. Now, here's Mary.
Welcome back to the program, Mary Goulet on Cultivate a Rich Interior. In this segment with Sebastian Slovin, check out his website, sebastianslovin.com, and also his other one, natureunplugged.com, because the insights from his life experience, which he wrote in Ashes in the Ocean, a book about a son's story of living through and learning from his father's suicide, and how, Sebastian, you really developed a deeper sense of yourself, and now you're helping other people, which is amazing. I know this is a shorter segment, but in your book, Ashes in the Ocean, on page 133, you have a thing called Lessons Learned from Suicide. And then on page 192, when I was reading through it, I'm like, oh, he revisited these lessons. So I'm just going to read through really fast, and then I want you to just take over and make sure you say whatever you would like to say and share.
Sure.
Lessons from a suicide. Number 1, racing through life. 2, focusing on money, image, and status. Wow, Hollywood. 3, all or nothing. 4, fighting with reality. That one hit me the most, fighting with reality. We create our reality. We respond to our reality. A friend of mine in high school said, we make our own problems. Go through the genealogy of crap that you've gone through in life. Most of it you generated yourself. That's my belief.
Yeah.
Then the revisited lessons on page 192, the takeaways from number 1, slow down, stop racing through life. 2, focus on personal growth, relationships, and helping others, instead of focusing on money, image, and status. Number 3 on the other list was all or nothing. Now it's both and. I like that. Instead of fighting with reality, make friends with reality. So you take it away. What would you like to share on any of this or something else that we want to make sure to cover?
Yeah, no, I'll go through these, just expand on them really quick. And the the first one, the first list that you mentioned, it was sort of coming out from the negative side. It's like what not to do.
Sure.
So the one at the end is sort of this kind of coming from it from a more positive angle. Yeah, these are the takeaways that I got from, we left off on me going out and having these conversations with people. And that went on for several years. I had the opportunity to travel for bodyboarding, and I met with family, friends, people all over the world that knew my dad, and I came away with these themes, these takeaways. And, the first one, racing through life and slow down, was that it became clear that my dad took what worked well for him in the swimming pool and in racing and kind of applied that to everything. So set the goal, finish line, charge, put your head down, charge toward it, do it again, do it again, do it again. And based on what I heard from people, he was really good at doing that. And it seemed like he didn't take a lot of time to appreciate the journey.
Okay.
And also, he didn't really appreciate when he got to his goal. It was just like, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? What's the next thing? So there was...
That's exhausting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's exhausting. I mean, yeah. And so there was very little sort of, I think, appreciation for this moment.
So just taking that and overlaying it on society as a whole.
Yeah.
A lot of us do that.
Yeah.
We race to make the mortgage payment.
For sure.
We race to keep up. We're still doing that, keeping up with the Joneses.
Yep. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. It's everywhere. And it's not to say that setting goals, getting things done is not a critical part of day-to-day life. It's just also bringing some balance to that, taking some deep breaths, being here in the moment. Yeah. And so then the next one was another key thing that came away from this was that it seemed like a lot of my dad's sense of self-worth was in the external. So motivated by the external. So it was, how much money he had is sort of his image, his physical appearance. He was a good-looking guy. His physical appearance. How fast was he at swimming? his status in society, things like that, which are, again, those are, wonderful things, part of life. But what I came to see was when those things started to fade or when they went away for him, like money, he lost some money.
Yeah.
He got older, slow. He wasn't in his prime physically. He really struggled with that. And so it was a reminder for me to look at, okay, why am I doing what I'm doing? What's the motivation? Is it because of the prize or, the carrot at the end of the stick? Or is it coming from somewhere within? And that can be different for different people. But, things like personal growth, helping others are, more internally focused, if that makes sense.
That's where I come from.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Internal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Internal.
So in one of my things, I say, you don't have a soul, you are a soul.
Yeah.
If you can recognize you are a soul, your soul has a mission. That mission has a purpose. That purpose is fueled by passion and executed through service to others.
Mm-hmm.
So if we go, a lot of people say, is this all there is? When they get the car, when they get the job, when they get the paycheck, they get the house, they get the 2.2 kids, then they go, well, now what?
Yeah.
That's your soul saying, dude, I know you had fun doing that, but now I'm going to bug you until you find more meaning to all of that. And that is what I see you are doing now with your life work today, is you're bringing meaning to your life experience and innately who you are. And your father and mother gave you a tremendous gift. They formed you beautifully from infant to 6 years old. You never lost that.
Yeah.
You could have ignored it, but instead you heard it saying, let's seek this out. Let's figure this out. Let's face it gently. Don't have to do it with a crowbar. Gently talk to people, uncover things, have your own insights, and voila, you have a book.
Yeah.
2 books.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
And you're super young. So the good that you can go out into the world talking to people 10 years younger than you. They're not going to listen to me. I'm their mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Go talk to my daughters, and you could probably have a bigger impact on trajectory of thought.
Right.
Not just actions.
Yeah, for
So
sure. Oh.
I applaud you. No, please take it.
No, I appreciate it. And I, that's my mission now, is to get out and speak about this, to share my story with, whether that's high school students, college students.
There are a billion venues for you to do this.
Yeah. And I think, going back to sort of, what we're dealing with in society right now with Bourdain, Kate Spade and all this, my interest is to, or my intention is to, do for others what John David did for me, which is start the conversation, plant the seed, and then I think encourage folks out there who are maybe dealing with this, with suicidal thoughts or mental health difficulties or other losses or traumas, to face it and to, find a way to process it. And that can be with, talking with loved ones, doing work yourself, writing, it's going to be different for different people. And I think being kind to yourself in the process, it's very, I think, aligned with a lot of the work that you're doing and with cultivating a rich interior.
Thank you. And I'm so glad that John David opened up, made himself vulnerable, which gave you permission to say, I'm not an outcast. I'm not, I don't need to be ashamed. My father was a wonderful man.
Right.
And healing yourself over time without ignoring it will give other people the same permission to say, yes, that happened.
Right.
And self-care, taking care of ourselves so we don't fall prey to that.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate your time. Everybody go to SebastianSlovin.com and NatureUnplugged.com.
Thank you so much for having me, Mary.
Oh, my
Appreciate
super
it.
pleasure. Thank you. All right, you've been listening to The Mary Goulet Show. Until next time, start cultivating that rich interior.
been bragging about Progressive Medical Center to you guys for years, and I'm so excited to have Dr. Agoli with us because, Dr. Agoli, a lot of people walk through your doors, and some of their biggest problems are they're just fatigued, they're tired all the time, and even though they're dieting and exercising, they cannot get the weight off. Why is that?
It's a combination of poor metabolism, inappropriate eating, but more importantly, it's due to a lack of education and really doing the right testing. A lot of our patients are metabolically compromised. What does that mean? Their metabolism is not functioning. The metabolism is responsible for all physical and chemical processes necessary to sustain life, and that includes energy. And without cellular energy, your body is not going to be a burning machine. Let's get back and teach our listeners to be a fat-burning machine.
It's been a lot easier to maintain my weight since Progressive Medical Center started treating me with all-natural supplements, learning proper nutrition, and that can be you today. No more frustrations about being tired or overweight. So why don't you get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today through progressivemedicalcenter.com.
This is your life, live it well.
Successful cyber attacks have increased 46% in the last 4 years. Cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility. Arm and protect yourself with information from Securing Our eCity Foundation. They're a nonprofit offering free seminars and online resources to help us, our businesses, and community to live and work in a safer cyber world. Contact Securing Our eCity Foundation at securingourecity.org or call 619-630-2444.
This is Bill Gruber with BizVid Communications, a Southern California video production leader. We've been honored to sponsor, produce, write, and host many of the fine programs on WS Radio over the years. So we understand how important the internet and your website exposure are. As video producers, we know the tricks and secrets to incorporate video to increase your search engine optimization and business success. Visit bizvidcommunications.com to see what we can do for you. BIZVID communications.com.
I can't speak more highly about Progressive Medical Center and how they've helped me get my health back, get my energy back. And Dr. Agoli, when I first came to you guys, you found a thyroid problem, and I had no clue, but that's really common with a lot of your patients, right?
Underactive thyroid is the most misdiagnosed condition in the United States. According to the American Academy of Endocrinology, well over 25% of the population is not being diagnosed properly. It's because of the testing parameters. If you go to your traditional doctor, they could be missing a key component. If you have crushing fatigue, inappropriate weight gain, cold hands, cold feet, losing hair, lack of concentration, even headaches and migraines could be caused by underactive thyroid. At Progressive Medical, we get to the root cause of the problem because we are integrative, and integrative medicine is good medicine. We use a combination of medication, natural supplements, diet, nutrition, lifestyle modification, and that's what makes it so unique because we tailor it to your personal needs, and that's interesting because you are tailored.
Yes, and if you want to get your energy back, be the most vibrant version of yourself, you got to get to Progressive Medical Center. I'm so glad I went. Contact them today through progressivemedicalcenter.com.